Hey, what's going on, people? So, game on the line. Welcome back. Just got finished watching The Last Dance. I believe it was episode 6 and 7. If I don't have my numbers off a little bit, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 5, 6. Sorry, something like that. It's around that ballpark. We'll figure that out. But took a couple of notes, so I want to get right at it. Oh my God, I'm a Kobe Bryant guy. Kobe Bryant is in my era. Kobe Bryant is my era. My mom, uncles, or whoever, Michael Jordan is their era. Kobe Bryant is my era. And to see, them start off with, talking about in the 98 All-Star game was amazing how Michael was talking about it, that young guy from the Lakers, he's just going to take shots. He's going to let the offense come to him. He's going to go and take it. It was, this is all during that time, not a disrespect or anything. Don't let the dumb people out there start to, was Michael disrespecting Kobe or whatever. No, just being real, because Kobe was like that. That's just, Shaq said it, Phil said it at some point. Hey, Kobe was like that. He wanted to be great a little bit, and no matter what it took, he was trying to be great. That's just Kobe. So I love the fact that, they started off with Kobe. I love that. It felt, to be honest with you, it gives you that kind of feeling when you saw his face. Like, oh man, Kobe, because, what happened to him this year. So, but let's, move on to that, But, the 92 finals, Michael dominated, Clyde Drexler, the comparison, he hated that. He thought he was better than the guy, just like Michael thought, with a lot of players, So I thought that was kind of like unique and, got really in deep with how Michael thought about certain players. It's just a funny thing. And then, Michael Jordan, he loved, it was known, but just to hear it coming from him, he loved to play in Madison Square Garden. That was the Mecca. That was his place to play. That shows you something, because no matter what, anytime you go to Madison Square Garden, he's performing to the highest level. So I respect that. That was a great thing. But then it goes into the 92 Olympics where, the dream team. And, they talked about Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah had beef with a lot of people. He had beef with, maybe not to the extent as Michael, but, he had, Bird didn't like him too much. Magic at the time may have not liked him too much. Scotty definitely didn't like him, so, it's just like any workplace where, hey, you respect somebody who's, in your craft and doing this thing or whatever. Well, that doesn't mean you want to work with them. Let's just be real. If you got a choice, it doesn't mean that that's the first person name you're going to see or you want to see on the list. So, sorry, Isaiah, but it is what it is. You create a lot of beef. What you did, when y'all lost to the Bulls and, Michael finally passed y'all, ain't walking off the court or whatever, that ain't help it. So it is what it is. You gotta live with that for the rest of your life. So, hey, we call it what you want. But then, with the clip when Ahmad Rashad asked Michael, last second, game on the line, who's gonna take the shot? And Michael looked at him, with a kind of me. That's a stupid question. I thought that was hilarious. Now my wife was watching it. She was talking about, he sounded a little bit cocky. And I'm like, no, that's not being cocky. It's just, that's a fact. Like, when you a top player or whoever you are in your craft, you are the person that's going to get that call. You are the person that's going to go out there and get the job done. Because you believe in yourself and you got a track record. So, hey, it ain't nothing. You can call it cocky or whatever, but I don't think that's cocky. I think it's just you one of the best at what you do. So it is what it is. So, and then it goes right into, once again, Jerry Krause, him talking about loving Tony Kukoc and, the 92 Olympics, how Scotty and Michael were just going at him and whatever. You know, with all due respect, you know, Jerry Krause is just continuing it. It's just a continuous, it just angers you. You know, they play different clips in here and there. How he's saying, you know, Phil's not returning in 90. You know, the next season after the 98 season. You know, Michael could stay, but if he can go and all. Every time I hear that name, Jerry Krause, you know, respect because he's passed on. You know, he's not with us anymore. But every time it just ticks you off. It's like, man, how do sometimes people let things, egos or whatever, get in their own way? You mother of her. But whatever. Now, the thing that I really love was hiding the Reebok logo. Wow. That small little detail, hiding the Reebok logo with the American flag, is like genius. Why? Because who's gonna say anything about you having the American flag on your shoulder? Let's say people from Reebok or whatever say something, you know, he had in the logo, he hasn't. If you say something about that or attempt to accuse him of that, but he got the American flag over his shoulder to represent the USA, and it just so happened to be over the Reebok logo on his jacket. Oh my God, genius. Can't nobody say anything. Can't nobody say nothing. Okay? So you can't prove it. You can't do this. You can't do that. So Reebok, I mean, you know, I thought it was just genius of Michael. That's just how I thought. He's a Nike guy. Hey, that's what we do, I guess. I don't know. But here's the thing. Let's get down to business. With the whole, you know, Republicans, you know, buy sneakers too and all the other stuff. Let's be real, man. Everything you do in this world is a business. I know we're going through a pandemic or whatever, but everything that you do in this world is a business. It's just how it is. So you want to protect your business at all times. The numbers shows where, yes, you want to fulfill everything with every race or whatever, you know, or your race or vice versa, or whatever the case may be. You don't want to limit yourself to a specific group when you can do all groups. If Michael said, hey, Republicans buy sneakers too, because he doesn't want to designate himself with a Democrat, hey, that's in the business world. He's a businessman. You don't want to isolate yourself to go out and try to represent advertise or speak on a Democrat when you don't know what you're speaking on. It's just how it is. It's people. You can use all these emotions all you want to. The bottom line is everybody's always gonna want you to do what they want you to do. At the end of the day, if you don't know what you're talking about, why say something? If you don't know what you're doing, why do it? So if he don't know anything about politicians and politics and all the other stuff, but people want him to be a part of it or say something, honestly, shut the hell up. I'm just going to be real. If I don't know anything about something and you try to talk me into knowing something or say something about something that I don't know, the hell with you. If I don't know anything about that, I'm not finna speak on it. But if I have experience and I spoke on it before and I have beliefs of what I believe in that, then maybe I'll say something. So everybody can kick rocks or whatever. That's the business. That's smart. If you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what you're doing, why the hell say something about it? Period. So I understand where Michael's coming from with that. So, you know, people are just being too damn sensitive. But the little small joke, people maybe start tripping about this, you know, when Michael said to Brown, I forgot the first name or whatever, Brown, when he was getting a ticket from him or whatever, and Michael said, you know, you're getting a ticket from God. You know, a lot of people gonna go hell off about that. But like he said in the video, he said in that clip, he was kidding. It was a joke. He was only kidding. He was kidding. He was kidding. So cool the hell off. Some people gonna take that one little comment, that one little section, and go ahead and make memes and all the other stuff. Chill the hell out. He was joking. All right. This is 98. Okay, it's not now. It was 98. So people wasn't as sensitive at that time. All right, remember that. 98. Not 2020. 98. Once again. Now, then it showed Michael. He playing what's that? Pitching quarters. He played. A rich man plays that game. Are you serious? He was pitching quarters with the security guard. I haven't seen that game since on the corner or on the block. When I was younger and I see these guys playing, it was pitching quarters where you try to, off the wall, or you try to go on a line or something like that on the sidewalk. I haven't seen that game in years, man. Oh my God. But he played it. Wow, that's crazy. That tells you no matter how much money you make, hey, you may have a background, you know some things. So, I thought that was kind of funny. But then you got the whole gambling thing where, I didn't even know at the time it was about the play around the playoff game or around the playoff series when they were going against the New York Knicks, and they went to Atlantic City, him and Horace Grant, and game right after that, they had a game and he played horrible. I didn't even know that was during that time. I heard about the story, but I didn't know it was during the playoff game. So, hey, it is what it is. But for that to be carried on and gambling problem and things like that, hey, yeah, the media can, go on and on. But, the thing is, hey, you put yourself in that predicament. So, it's going to be some other episode where I guarantee you they may go back to that gambling thing. We'll see. Because some will get an inside scoop. I didn't even know about the damn Reebok logo thing. That was tripped out. But with the whole gambling thing and this guy, Sam Boogler, whatever his name is. Hey, $57,000 a check. Ain't nobody doing no check nowadays. that might calm things down. But all in all, man, it was once again carrying on to be, good episode going from 98 back to the day, 98 back in the day, all this other stuff. I'm intrigued, man. I can't wait to what they're going to talk about next. But my takeaway from it, I still can't believe he wore the flag to hide the Reebok logo. Wow. That was tripped out. Everything else, that was like, yeah, I'm a smart thinking right there. Can't wait for the next.